Miss Rowan Blanchard, how honored are we to have had you with us, our first fashion shoot ever for FeminieCollective and Teen Collective. What's amazing to us is that you came up with the idea for the shoot. Ball gowns.
Yeah.
Why ball gowns?
Ball gowns, it's like a princess. It's like a queen. It's like, I don't know, it was something where I was like able to live out my princess dreams. But, you know, I look in magazines and the first thing I'll look for is ball gowns because that to me is just such an art. So, to be able to do that today, I just kind of told the idea to Marla and I was like, we have to make that happen.
Out of all the dresses today, do you have one in particular that you really loved?
Yeah, it's the one with like the white bodice kind of with all of the teal and like the purple.
Oh yes, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I was like a fairy.
Yeah. No, so a fairy. So you did princess, fairy.
Anything like in a storybook.
So, all right. So going along that line, who is your favorite storybook character? If you could be her, would it be Rapunzel, Cinderella, Snow White?
Well, Belle has always been like my princess because she was the only brunette one for a while, and she's always been like my number one. And I feel like she's underappreciated in a way. Like I feel like nobody like really appreciates Belle. Like when you think of princesses, like there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like Rapunzel
It's true. It is true. If you could write your own fairy tale for children, what type of character or heroine would you have?
Ooh. A strong fairy who is, I don't know, just like I'd do like a fairy thing in a fairy world and have like really strong characters as the lead. Yeah.
All right, but what's a strong character? To you? I
don't know. I feel like a lot of sometimes characters that are girls in movies and something will be played down kind of dumb. So that's definitely something that's important to me to like, I don't know, have strong female leads.
What is, in your opinion, the most powerful thing that a woman can have about herself, whether it be self-esteem, self-love, wisdom, conviction? What would be the most marked trait for you?
Confidence, honestly, because I feel like that's something that like other people can read. Like I know when some person walks into the room and like they're doubting themselves, like I can read them. But if somebody's like confident and they know what they want, they know how to get it, but not in like a harsh way, not like in an in-your-face way. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being confident and just knowing what you like and knowing how to get it.
What's your favorite book? All-time favorite book?
Oh, gosh, I can't do all time. That's so hard. But I can do like a top like 5,
Go for
3.
It.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets, like those, any of the Harry Potter books.
They just give me goosebumps, right?
And that's Hermione in the books is like strong. She's powerful and she's like smart, and I really like that. Fault in Our Stars is another just incredible book. Gosh, there's so many that I love. But I'd say like those would probably be like my top 2.
The ones that have touched you, those are the ones.
Yeah, and The Outsiders and.
Oh yes, The Outsiders. Wow.
Good book. Yeah.
Wow. So you love to read?
Yeah, and I feel like reading is kind of a lost art. Like we can all kind of do it now on, the tablets, we get iPhones, and that's fine. I mean, you're still reading something, but there's nothing, or to me at least, like getting a book, going to the bookstore, and like picking out a book, and then opening the book, and you know what I'm saying?
Smelling the pages, you feel the paper. I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something more like sentimental than having it on a phone.
I agree with you. If you had one band to listen to, you were on an island by yourself, and that was it. You had one band that you were going to listen to. Who would it be?
Easy. The Beatles.
The Beatles. Girl, yeah. I love that. Favorite song from the Beatles?
Across the Universe. Literally, I cannot listen to that song without crying.
On a normal weekend, when you're not busy doing everything that you need to do to be Rowan Blanchard, what's your favorite pastime? What's your favorite thing to do? You can just be you.
Bake. Or, like, there's certain things that require my full attention that kind of distract me from other craziness that's happening. So, baking is one of them, because, like, I really have to concentrate on, like, how much I'm putting in, and that's one thing that I really have to concentrate on. And, reading is another thing that I really have to, like, fully dedicate myself to. And then there's other things where sometimes I just want to sit on the couch with potato chips and watch a movie.
Just be a kid.
Yeah.
What's your method or your way, or how do you pull yourself back in? Do you meditate? Do you take 20 minutes and maybe have a walk sometimes when you're stressed out? Do you take a nap? I mean, anything like that?
The first thing I'd probably do is honestly, like, get it out on paper. So, yeah, if that's something where, like, I feel like there's something that I can't think about without, like, stressing me out, it's so much easier for me to put it into words. Like, just to kind of visualize it and then be like, okay, that's what's happening, and then sometimes I'll even just throw out what I write, because just the whole idea of just getting it out of my body, you know what I'm saying, and just something physical, I don't know, it makes it much easier than, like, in my head.
Now, you're going to be making an announcement soon, which we're thrilled about, and that's the fact that you're going to be writing for Teen Collective.
Mm-hmm.
Your words, your thoughts, the things that you want to change about the world, your suggestions on what show to see and what book to read, who you are, accessible by your fans, by the world. What do you hope that your voice will sound like? What do you want your fans to take away from what you write?
There's a number of things, but I feel like the main thing is, like, a lot of adults sometimes will kind of shut down a kid's opinion on anything. So I'm not saying everybody does, but for instance, if I want to talk about, I don't know, something political or something that is a very important issue, sometimes just because I'm a kid, it kind of just gets squashed immediately. And I feel like that's something that kind of needs to stop. Like, people are forming their own voices, and when you want them to grow up and, you know, be able to make opinions on the world, you can't shut it down.
No, you're right.
Because if you have to live in this world one day, I mean, you have to be able to talk about it and not just be discouraged to. Yeah, I just think it's something where it's so important for people, you know, especially because Teen Collective is a website written for teens by teens.
Yeah.
Which is something that I feel like it's hard to come along by, because nobody can truly voice what it's like to be one unless you are one.
Yeah.
So, especially in today's day and age, because there's so much going on. I mean, there's social media. I mean, just tons of people wanting to share their opinions on you through a computer screen.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
so this would be a good way for people to know who you are.
Exactly.
Who you are.
Because it's me. Like, that's the one thing that's really, why I'm really excited about it, is because, you know, it's not my character. It's not characters that I play. It's something that's just my straight mind, my words, and that's exciting for me.
Well, we can't wait, and as you know, I'll say it again, we're very happy, excited, proud, and honored that you're on board. Thank you so much for a wonderful shoot today.
Thank you.
And here's looking at you, kid.